Hello everyone, welcome to HattenTV episode 4. Government has implemented GST on 1st of April 2015. Now we're going to interview a few shoppers to find out how much they know about GST. Let's go!
GST,
Yes.
Good and Services Tax.
Yes.
Cukai untuk government kutip lah untuk pembangunan negara.
Good and service tax.
The Goods and Service Tax.
Good and service tax. Can you explain to us what do you know about GST?
Means that those businesses with 500,000 and above, they have to register GST, and of course this consumer will have to pay for the tax. So it means every consumer will have to pay.
All goods and services, I guess.
Okay, this shirt and everything, shoes, we have to pay.
Maybe cosmetic. There also some, and there's none, and then I think medicine also, medical product. Maybe grocery product. There's some got GST, some maybe no GST, and then like hotel accommodation also they charge, and then food stuff.
Baju-baju. Selain daripada barang macam tepung, buah-buahan tu tak kena lah. Pampers, barang-barang susu bayi tu tak kena. Yang lain-lain tu lah kena.
Yang barangan harian, susu, top up, minyak. Servicing.
Anything else?
And then groceries.
Groceries?
Yang sardin, yang kena GST.
Lagi?
Daging, ikan.
Ikan semua.
Macam pakaian, barang makanan saya tak tahu, tapi rasanya ada kot.
GST adalah menggantikan SST. So ada some kedai yang still mengecaskan SST tu. So adakah apa yang boleh membuatkan diorang boleh charge lagi SST tu dan GST tu?
Okay.
Sebab apa GST dikenakan? Sedangkan kita dah banyak cukai dah. Tapi sebab apa GST tu dikenakan lah?
Oh, dikenakan GST. Okay.
The categories of GST, like what products and goods that imposed with GST.
Alright.
What's the rationale for implementing it only now?
Saya nak tahu kedai apa yang dikenakan GST. Seperti kedai runcit yang harga RM50,000 atau RM500,000. Contoh-contoh macam tu lah.
GST is a consumption tax that is levied on all goods and services at every stage of a supply chain, from the manufacturer to retailer right up to the consumer. And why is it called a consumption tax? Is you only need to pay GST when you spend something. So the more you spend, the more GST you are paying. There are three large categories in GST, which are zero rated, standard rated, and exempt supply. Zero rated and standard rated are considered as taxable supply. One is taxed at 6%, which is the standard rated, and the other one is taxed at 0%. So effectively, the one that is taxed at 0% will be no GST. So another category will be exempt supply, where the businesses is exempted from charging GST. From the invoices you got from the businesses, you will see no GST as well. But what is the difference between this exempt supply and these two taxable supply? Is that for the company or the businesses that is supplying taxable supply, they can claim back whatever input tax that they have already paid to the supplier. But for exempt supply, they are unable to claim back the input tax from the supplier. So this GST that they are unable to claim back will be an added cost to their business. So thus will increase their selling price. So effectively, the exempt supply, although you don't see any GST charge in the receipt, but it's actually included certain portion of the GST that already paid by the businesses earlier. For standard rated supply, actually is cover majority of the goods and services, and for zero rated, it cover basic food stuff, and then water and electricity for domestic use, medicines, and newspaper and certain books. These are truly no GST because it's charged at zero rate and the business is able to claim back input tax. For exempt supply, it covers financial services, healthcare, childcare, public transportation, highway tolls, and residential properties. Before 1st of April 2015, our country actually implementing sales tax and service tax. However, it has been repealed with effect from 1st April 2015 by this GST. So GST is not a new tax but to replace the sales tax and services tax. Previously, sales tax, some charged at 5%, some at 10%. On the other hand, service tax is at 6%. So now it's replaced by the GST of 6%. So you might ask, how come government say that after implementation of GST, the government will actually increase in revenue? Although you look at the percentage wise, it's actually a reduction, maybe from 10% to 6%. In fact, it's because of this GST, the coverage is very broad. Previously, sales tax and service tax only covers certain goods and services, but for GST, generally it covers all goods and services. Any businesses with GST registration number will be able to charge GST. Consumer come across any businesses which are not so ethical and they charge excessively high prices, there are actually a lot of ways for you to make the complaints. You can make complaints via MyKira apps and then e-aduan and emails and social media to the respective department, and they will take actions under the Price Control and Anti-Profiteering Act. So to prevent this businesses actually hike up the prices due to the implementation of GST. Actually, GST is good for the country because GST is a major and a stable income source for the government. And it's a very transparent and fair tax because the rich people will intend to spend more. So when they spend more, they will pay higher GST. And for the lower income group, they will only spend on the necessity, and a lot of basic necessity are actually exempted from GST. So economy-wise, for GST, definitely it will be affected in short run. But in long run, everyone will adjust themselves. They might change in their spending pattern to go for the more basic good instead of luxury goods. So eventually, economy will pick up and it will not be affected in long run. So to the government-wise and to the country-wise, GST is definitely a better tax system as compared to the income tax and sales tax and services tax.